So after Jesus was born, a group of men showed up unexpectedly from the far east. These men were called magi. They were very wise, and they spent all of their time looking at the sky, looking at the stars, and reading it for signs. And so when they arrived in Jerusalem, they started asking around, saying, "Where is the one who's been born, the King of the Jews? We saw his star in the east, and we have come all of this way to worship him." Well, Herod, king, heard about what they were saying, and he was pretty upset because he considered himself to be the king of the Jews. And so he called the chief priests and the scribes, and he said, "Where do the scriptures say that the Messiah is supposed to be born?" And they told him, "Bethlehem in Judea," because that is what the prophets had said. So he called the Magi and he asked them, when exactly was it that this star had appeared? And then he told them, "You should go to Bethlehem, and that's where you're going to find the child. Oh, and when you do, come back and tell me where he is, because I want to go and worship him too." Well, when the Magi left Herod, they looked up in the sky, and there it was, the same star that they had followed all the way to Jerusalem. And now they followed it directly to the house where Jesus was staying. They were overjoyed. And when they went in and saw Jesus, they fell down on their knees and they worshiped him. And then they opened up their bag of treasure and they began to present him with things like gold and frankincense and myrrh. Well, that night, those men were warned in a dream not to go back to Herod, and so they left town and went in a different direction than the one that they had come in. And Joseph was also warned in a dream. An angel told him, "Get up, take Mary and Jesus, and go to Egypt, and stay there until you're told it's safe to return. Herod is looking for the child, and he has plans to destroy him." And so Joseph got up and he did what he had been told. Well, when Herod found out that he had been tricked, he was furious, and he gave an order that all male children aged 2 and under in the area of Bethlehem should be slaughtered. Joseph and Mary and Jesus stayed in Egypt until they were told that it was safe to return. And when they came back, they settled in a town called Nazareth in Galilee. Jesus grew up there, and he was loved by God and by man. And that is the 11th story of Christmas.